Good morning children. I welcome you all to the next video of class 11th business studies. We have started with the second chapter, that is forms of business organizations, and this is the third part that we are going to continue in this video. Today we are going to start with types of partners. Earlier we have discussed about partnership only. So now we are going to talk about types of partners. First type of partner is the active partner. What does that mean? The active partner participates in the management of the firm. His liability is unlimited and he contributes capital in the firm. He gets share in the profit or loss of the company. Then second is known as the sleeping or dormant partner. The partner who does not participate in the management of the firm. These partners are bound by the activities of other active partners. These partners contribute capital and get share in the profit or loss of the firm. The liability of sleeping partner is unlimited. Then move on to the third one, that is the secret partner. Secret partner is the one who association or relation with the firm is not known to outsiders. He contributes capital, participates actively in the management. His liability is also unlimited. Then move on to the fourth one, that is nominal partner. The nominal partner are not the real partners of the firm. These partners do not contribute any capital, do not participate in the management, do not have unlimited liability, do not get any share in the profit. The nominal partner only lends his name and reputation for the benefit of the firm. He is liable to the outsiders for the debt which outsiders have given to the firm, believing he is the partner in that firm. There are two types of nominal partners also. First is nominal partner by estoppel and nominal partner by holding out. So the first one is the person who accepts that he is a partner in the partnership firm by his own words or conduct is known as nominal partner by estoppel. He is liable for the debt which the firms get because of his reputation. Okay, then second is nominal partner by holding out. The partner who does not call himself as a partner in the firm but who does not object when other calls him as a partner in the firm, then he is called partner by holding out. Then we move on to the minor partner. What are minor partner? The Partnership Act 1932 does not permit a minor to become a partner in the partnership firm. The minor can only be admitted to the benefits of the existing firm. Minor partner do not contribute any capital. These partners are not allowed to participate in the management of the firm. The minor partner is liable to outsider. He does not get any share in the loss. He gets only share in the profit. Okay. Then after attaining the age of majority, the minor has to give a public notice stating whether he will remain as a partner in the firm or not. If he does not give any notice within a prescribed period, then he will be deemed to become an active partner of the firm. On attaining the age of majority, his liability will become unlimited and he will get share in the profit and loss of the company. He will be allowed to participate in the management like the other active partners. Now we move ahead to the formation of partnership firm. So in formation of partnership firm, a partnership firm is formed when two or more persons enter into an agreement to form a partnership firm. This agreement can be oral or written. To avoid disputes in future, it is always advisable to have a written agreement. After signing the agreement, the partnership firms come into existence and it is compulsory to get the firm registered, but partners of the firm prefer to get the firm registered because a registered firm gets some benefits which unregistered firm do not get. Then we move on to partnership deed. What is partnership deed? The document containing the terms and conditions of the partnership agreement is known as partnership deed. Okay, it is stamped paper on which the rules and regulations and terms and conditions of the partners are written. It is also contains the right and duties of the partnership firm. The common contents of the partnership firm are, so the contents are name of the firm, first of all, name and address of the partners, then nature of business the firm will carry on, then place of business, that is address of offices, then capital introduced by each partner, then profit sharing ratio of partners, the rights and duties of the partners for the management of the business, the mode of maintaining accounts, the rate of interest payable to the partners on their capital, the rate of interest to be paid by the partners on amount withdrawn by them, then the amount of salary payable to the partners. Then we are going to talk about the provisions regarding retirement and dissolution also. Then methods of solving the disputes. Then whether interest is payable on the loan provided by the partners or not. Okay, so these are all the contents that are present in the partnership deeds. Then we move ahead to registration of the partnership firm. What is that? Legally, it is not compulsory for any partnership firm to get itself registered. But then also partners prefer to get the firm registered because of an unregistered firm suffers from very serious problems. There are some consequences also. What are the consequences then? A partner of an unregistered firm cannot file any case against any partnership firm. Then second, a partner of an unregistered firm cannot file a case against any other partner of the unregistered firm. Then any unregistered firm cannot file a suit against any third party or outsider for recovery of the claim also. Then the unregistered firm cannot file a case against any of the partners also. So there are many consequences if the partnership firm is not registered. So many of the partners prefer to register their partnership firm. Now there is the process for registration of the partnership firm, because most of them wants that. So there is a particular procedure for that. So what is the procedure for that? A partnership firm can be registered anytime. That is at the time of formation or later on whenever partners desire to get it registered. To get the firm registered, and the partners have to apply to the registrar in a prescribed form. There is a prescribed form to be followed along with the registration fees. Along with application, the following information must be supplied to them. What are the informations? First of all, name of the firm should be there. The principal place of the business of the firm, that is address of the head office. Then the name of any other place where the firm will be carrying on business, address of the branch office if it is there. Then date of admission of the partner in the firm. Then names and permanent address of all the partners should be mentioned in that. Then duration of the firm, if you want that, for how much duration, for how much time you want to form that partnership, that should also be mentioned in that. Then the application must be signed by all the partners. The registrar will verify the above said information, and if satisfied with the authenticity of the information, he will issue a certificate of registration. The certificate of registration is the evidence of existence of the firm, and firm gets benefit of a registered firm, whatever benefits are there. After registration, if any changes are made in the information regarding the place of the office or anything else, then the information submitted with the registrar, the same change must be communicated to the registrar office also. So in this video we are going to do up till here only. In the next video we are going to move ahead with the next topic. Up till then, goodbye children.